for the invite. I'm putting it out there.
All right, guys, let's see who this is.
I
bet I know. It's the smartest man in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I gotta get to. Oh shucks. There we are.
He's not going to tell me he's pregnant again, is he?
I don't know. That was last week's.
Yeah,
I sent it to you, brother.
He told me he's pregnant.
I would love to talk Steelers history. Yes, we take Wednesday nights, brother. You can come on. You just give me your email, and yeah,
we'll bring you on.
Maybe we should have.
We'll have Dre on for a segment.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Bob was trying to get Rich on. Surprise guest. Hopefully.
And this is a take. This is not a. I mean, he doesn't. He's a Philadelphia Eagles fan, but he knows football, and he's going to give us the real deal of what happened tonight.
Yeah,
and that's why he's the smartest man in Philly. So, ladies and gentlemen, huh? What?
No, I'm just going to say, Bubba and myself, we dabble in the Steelers, but we don't watch any other teams. Rich, on the other hand, watches.
He watches all NFL, and he's an Eagles fan and watches NFL. I watch NFL, but all my stuff is Steeler unified. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, the smartest man in Philly, Mr. Rich Smoke. Hi, Rich. How are you?
I'm never going to get rid of that, am I? Smartest man.
No. No. Well, let's hear your take. You got the platform. Let's hear your take.
So I've always been a defense first guy. I've never been shy about that. I talk about defense more than and Freight Train used to yell at me all the time for talking about defense as often as I do. What a sad performance. I mean, first of all, I want to make sure I shout out to that defense, though. I mean, the first half, Baltimore has the ball for 21 minutes. I mean, just shy of 21 minutes. Pittsburgh holds the ball for 9. Same thing that happened in Pittsburgh against Philadelphia, right? The end of the fourth quarter, the Eagles run the clock for 10 and a half minutes on the final drive of the game. Mike Tomlin seems like he has no passion anymore. I mean, he just stands there the whole game wide-eyed, doesn't say a damn thing, just no passion, no energy. There's no heart. Like, the thing I love, everybody talks about Nick Sirianni all the time, and not to make this Eagles base, but people talk bad about him all the time. You know what I love about him? He might do some crazy shit on the sidelines. He has wild antics. He's egging opposing fans on. He's cheering our fans up. What I love is, as a fan, if I'm pissed off, I want to see that my coach is pissed off. I want to know that I don't want him to just let fucking Jalen Hurts get away with some terrible play. I want to see you as mad as I am. When we go off and we score an 85-yard touchdown.
Amen.
When I see the Eagles go for an 85-yard touchdown,
Brother Rich.
I want to see Nick Sirianni jumping on the bench. I want to see him jumping up and down.
I hear you. I'm catching the spirit.
And then you know what the biggest loss of the night is? You guys lose the game, right? In an ugly fashion. You got your asses all night long.
Yes.
Earned some points. Your defense couldn't hold up. It is what it is. But what the fuck is this rivalry where we're fucking signing jerseys and hugging each other at the end of the fucking football game?
I don't know.
Times I've seen the Eagles and Cowboys hug after a game. Fucking
never.
Zero.
Amen.
It's just the culture seems like it's gone. The players don't respect the rivalry. There's no hatred. There's no passion for the game. Number 92, the defensive tackle for the Steelers, if you look there on the last play of the game, he's over there laughing. I'm on the phone with Danny, and I'm like, what the fuck is he smiling for? You played like shit on defense all night, and you're laughing. Your fans right now, your fans are throwing shit. They're cursing. They're pissed.
Yeah.
And you're laughing on the football field hugging a Ravens player? Are you fucking crazy? We're doing jersey swaps with Lamar Jackson signing a jersey?
Look, I don't think Baltimore is that good. We are just that bad. We're that bad.
I mean, listen, the offense was stagnant for way too long. Okay, fine. They started scoring some points in the second half. And what did I tell everybody before? Oh, well, Pittsburgh's a second-half team, and that's fine in the regular season. In the regular season, you can get away with some games. You're going to play a little bit less talented team, things like that.
Okay, we got – now, I don't know who this is, Mr. Planet X Hunter. Okay.
It is over. It's done. At this point, you've lost –
I can't disagree with you.
You lost –
I like that name, though, X Hunter.
You've
lost – Real Planet X Hunter.
6 straight playoff games. He won – and I've said this plenty of times. And Bubba, I've said this on this show. I said it on the other show.
I know.
I said this time and time again. He won with Bill Cowher's team. There's never been a successful Mike Tomlin ever. There's never been a Mike Tomlin coaching tree that was successful. There's nothing. And let's put it this way. Up until 2 years ago, there's only 3 coaches left from the 2008 season. You know who they were? Bill Belichick, Andy Reid, Mike Tomlin. What's the difference?
Championship.
2 of them won Super Bowls.
Consecutive winning playoff seasons. Andy Reid goes on and wins 3 of the last 4 Super Bowls. Bill Belichick won 7 Super Bowls total. That's the difference. That is the difference right there. Mike Tomlin is living on a 2008 ring that is so goddamn dusty. Half the people that watch it aren't even fucking alive anymore that had season tickets. It's over. It's done. He's over. He can't decide who his quarterback is. We still have no idea who the quarterback's going to be next year.
Well, let me ask you another question. Looking outside, looking in, because I'm in disarray and I'm holding myself pretty solidified here. But what do you do as a Steeler fan? What do we do at our quarterback situation?
I mean, I don't know. I think what they did wrong, and I said this all season long, and I know that everybody can argue about Wilson has the better arm, and I said it last week when we were on the show. I feel like Justin Fields got robbed. Realistically, Russell Wilson's 36. He'll be 37 next season. Both guys they're going to be free agents this offseason. You're not going to get them both back, obviously. You're going to have to make a decision. Do you go with Russell Wilson again, who's only going to give you maybe 1 or 2 more years, couldn't win you a playoff game regardless, so he didn't do anything special. I mean, for all that, it had Duck Hodges that did the same thing and lost 28-14. Doesn't really matter. So you're going to go with Russell Wilson, a guy that you know can't win the big game anymore. He's lost a step. Right. Or you're going to go with a guy in Justin Fields who you barely saw all season. You have no idea what you're going to get longevity. He might come in and play like dog shit, but you won't know. You're not going to sign a free agent quarterback. There's really nobody in the market that's going to be good enough to get you over the hump. So there's nobody out there for you guys to go after. And if you're going to draft, you guys had such a good record and made it so far, your draft stock has now slipped all the way to the late mid round of the first round. So my point is, we know Pittsburgh doesn't pay for quarterbacks. They never want to pay for anybody. That, in my opinion, that's a Mike Tomlin philosophy that needs to die. It needs to go away, like ASAP, because Mike Tomlin's philosophy just obviously does not work. Without Big Ben, he's nobody. He hasn't done shit since Big Ben. This guy couldn't win with the Killer Bees, which is insanity to me. One of the greatest offenses with the number one defense.
Don't even get me started on that. I'll be bitching all night.
Three of the 5 years you had the Killer Bees, the defense was number 1 in the NFL, and the offense was top 5, and you still couldn't win a championship. You couldn't even win a fucking playoff game. You couldn't even win playoff games. So my thing is, at this point, if you're going to bring in a new quarterback, if you draft one, it's really time for Mike Tomlin to go away. Mike Tomlin, if you're going to draft a quarterback this year, which I don't think you do, but if you do, Mike Tomlin can't be the guy to develop it. Mike Tomlin needs to go. You need a young-minded coach, a modern-day NFL coach. There's a reason why Bill Belichick moved on from the NFL. There's a reason why Pete Carroll left for a while from the NFL. Because these days, you got to be able to change your mindset. Mike Tomlin is coaching 2006 football in 2024. That is why you guys start so slow. We can blame offensive coordinators, right? You can blame Arthur Smith. You can blame the guy he had last year. He's had 6 different offensive coordinators since he's been the head coach. Guess what? The only common denominator about that offense is him. We want to blame all these coordinators. We want to blame all of them. Why?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm
not disagreeing with you at all because there's no hope. So I mean, in a regular season, it's all good. But look, when you're always a bridesmaid, and we're never a fucking bride.
Like, if I sit here and tell you right now that I've had 7 girlfriends in 7 years and they all left me, I don't know why. Who would you blame for it? There's one common denominator, right? All 7 women can't be crazy. All 7 women can't have the same mindset. All 7 women aren't the same. The common denominator that dated the 7 women is me. At some point, you got to look in. You got to look within and say, you know what? Maybe it was my fucking fault. Well, when you got 7 offensive coordinators, 11 different quarterbacks, 20 different running backs, 40 different wide receivers, 40 different coordinators, and you look at it, who's the only guy that's a constant out of all of those scenarios? One guy is the constant. He needs to go. You need a new philosophy. You need to either draft a quarterback or go with Justin Fields and see what he can produce for you. Give him a shot. If you can get him on a decent deal,